Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What up?
All right, so we are back with episode 54, Brown Sugar. This, of course, is starring Taye Diggs and Sanaa. Is it Sanaa Lathan?
Sanaa.
Sanaa? Is that what it is? Sanaa Lathan?
Sure.
I don't know.
Name is Sanaa.
Sanaa?
Yes.
Yes.
Just think Sanaa, na, like
I'm gonna not.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm gonna not do that. How about that? But obviously, this is the 2002 romantic comedy during the time where black movies were actually good. Your thoughts, starting with Rob, and we'll go around.
I thought there were some really terrible transitions in this movie. I also thought there was that one party scene where there was a horrible director's choice. I thought the movie was jacked up and skipping around, but I realized that the audio was in sync the entire time, so it was just really, really shitty.
Sounds like someone stole this.
It was really shitty director's choice during that party scene. Other than that, I love this movie. 4.5 stars.
Oh, already going big.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it, and it was a great date movie. It was a great romance. These people had there were relationships and responses to situations that were how real people would react.
Right.
Except for the running in at the very end for the great big lovey moment. That was just that was super cheese. But other than that, the rest of the movie, it was just a really well written movie. I really enjoyed it. Well written, well acted. Lots and lots of people that I really like seeing. I love just about anything Mos Def is in. So yeah, fucking great.
All right. I really enjoyed it. I probably would go about the same, 4 to 4.5 stars. It is in the time frame of black movies that I love, which is the late 90s into the 2000s, and it is really good. It has one of the best hooks for a romantic comedy to me. Like, it's about hip hop, and they actually have real hip hop artists in the movie, and great fucking soundtrack. It's absolutely tremendous. And it's just like, I'm now the age that these characters are thereabouts in the movie, and it's just like I see a lot of like my life experiences in them, so it makes me appreciate the movie even more now than I did when I first saw it. I love it. I think it's great.
This is a 5 out of 5 for me. I absolutely love this movie. Apparently, I'll go see anything that Rick whatever you direct.
Famuyiwa. Yes, that's what it looks like to me.
Rick, African name. I will watch whatever you put out, because he also did The Wood.
Yeah,
which I really enjoyed.
Which we did.
Yeah, and this movie was great, and I'll tell you why this movie was great. This might be one of the best movies that I've seen that we've done, because much like how Boomerang was just black people just living their lives, but they were successful.
Yeah,
I think this is a little better, because this is black people being successful, living their lives through the lens of black culture.
Yeah,
and that's really powerful, man.
Yeah,
that's something that is not shown on screen
ever.
Like everybody loved Boomerang because, well, white people on some level can relate to Boomerang because they're successful, but white people can't necessarily relate to successful black people doing black shit.
Right. Their lives are pretty goddamn black.
They black as shit.
Yeah.
They black as shit.
I mean, when you have the opening sequence with all of, Jermaine Dupri and Pete Rock and Slick Rick, Russell Simmons.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about.
In the second.
The first scene.
Like fucking Big Daddy Kane is up there, Common's there. Like, if you don't know hip hop, like, you might know one or two of those people. But who the fuck? What white American knows who the fuck Cool G Rap is? No one. Like, they just don't, because he's not like, at this point, he's not a mainstream guy or anything like that. So even though this movie's a number of years old, like, the music everything. It just captures what it was, what it is, or what it was like to be black in that time frame.
What the fuck happened to our music, man? Sorry. Go ahead.
We can have a conversation about that later too.
I love how Method Man is the one eating.
Of course he is.
Yeah, this is a 5 out of 5 for me. Like this is the first time I've ever seen it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'd never seen it before, and I enjoy the hell out of this movie. Like, it's well written, well directed. I love the fucking music, and the relationship. It's a cool. I kind of have a relationship like this right now. You know who it is. You know the person.
Yeah.
But I've got this relationship.
I'm sorry.
I've known this person.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of does.
I'm like that was a legit. I'm sorry.
It kind of does, but maybe I don't know. But yeah, I loved it. Like, it's a great movie.
All right. All right. So let's. What's that?
You ready to begin?
Yeah. But what I wanted to, before we start getting into the movie, just quickly, what the fuck did happen to our music?
The South took over.
Sorry.
It's a Southern explosion. And look, we live in the South.
Kind of.
Technically.
Do we?
Technically,
yes, we live in the South.
I know.
I'm gonna put this out there.
Southern rap stinks.
The same thing. What happened to our music happened to all music. The internet happened. People can get their shit out there, and more shit happens, and more people with no talent get put stuff out there, and other people with no talent like hearing no talent shit because they feel like they can make that shit and they can do that shit,
And then just more of it.
and more of that shit makes it to the radio. That's why we hear so much simple garbage of all genres because it really hits. It gets to the people that can't do shit in the first place, and they relate to that, which is sad.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug.
I don't know who any of those.
The fuck?
I don't know who they are.
That line shit just to live this here lifestyle.
If I hear that on the radio,
literally don't know
I will turn that off.
Nope.
Nope.
What'd you just say? What'd you call it?
I
literally could have called those guys Ren and Ten, and I would.
That's them. It's literally them. Them niggas are terrible.
the hoe is mine. I'm first in line.
The music that Jesus Christ. It's
I'm
bad.
old, man. I'm old.
Yeah, I would rather.
Like
I have to
Bobby
tell you,
Shmurda.
I would rather listen to these dudes rapping like fucking Slick Rick,
Dana Dane,
yeah,
and Dougie Fresh.
and Dougie Fresh. I would rather listen to them in this scene on repeat forever than to listen to whatever the fuck music you were impersonating just a second ago.
That wasn't impersonation. That was word for word. I didn't make any of that shit up.
It sounds like you're having a stroke.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I'm like, this is not even me.
Smell toast.
Yeah, it's like it's not anything.
I don't get it. Like, you don't actually have to say anything now.
Nope.
You don't have to say words.
All you need is a good hook.
You literally don't have to say words.
Good hook, a decent beat. It doesn't even have to be good anymore. A decent beat.
And then talk about yourself for 5 minutes.
That's it. Can I just say this? Maybe this sounds a little dickish. Can the East Coast have it back? Because that's when it was the best. Sorry. It was. It was. We invented it. Sorry.
Hey.
You guys are terrible at it. I'm sorry. Look, I like Outkast. I like Ludacris. I like Nelly a little bit. That's it, guys. That's it.
I got Scarface.
All right, I'll take Scarface. But Scarface has been around for so long.
But he's still South. He's still Southern rapper.
He doesn't sound like a fucking buffoon. Like 90% of the shit. When I turn on the radio, sometimes I'm like, this is why racism exists. Like, I get it. I'm like, white people, I understand.
No, it's not why racism, because they
does.
wouldn't be popular if white people weren't buying their shit.
White people, you don't know what the fuck good rap is,
White
and you're
people,
ruining it.
You are the cause of racism.
Well,
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
In all forms.
yes.
What do you-
Including Ren and Ten style rapping.
The rapping down me. All right.
Those dudes are awesome.
We
All right,
we
go for it.
open with a montage of Sid interviewing a bunch of hip hop's finest, and then we flash back to July 18th, 1984, the day that Sid fell in love with hip hop. Kid Sid is walking and she sees some people breakdancing. While there, she meets Kid Dre, her friend, among the group of people. The group runs over to see a rap battle with. Could you imagine if you saw a rap battle with Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, and Dana Dane?
just on the street. Just on the street. By the way, for the record, Slick Rick has some of the fucking coolest guy. Like, his flow is so fucking awesome.
Yup.
It has never changed, which is why he didn't like catch on, I think, and like really stay big for a long time. He never really grew. But his flow is so fucking good.
That's why he's one of my favorites forever and ever.
For all time, dude.
Period.
We cut back to Sid working at her last day at her current job when Dre calls. They talk, and this is the only knock I'll give the movie. This conversation is very awkward in the way it is delivering exposition. It's like it is the hip hop equivalent of you. Here, Jill, you take this lock since you, the master of unlocking, are good at unlocking. Like, that's the only knock I'll give this movie.
That's fair.
A little bit of awkward exposition. But now that that's out of the way, like, the movie can kick into gear. That night, Sid goes to a party for Russell Simmons. Dre and Sid catch up, and all of a sudden, Reese, played by Nicole Ari Parker. Dre is played by Taye Diggs. Sid is played by Sanaa Lathan. Reese is played by Nicole Ari Parker. She is Dre's girlfriend, and she shows up. Dre and Sid continue to catch up while Dre shows Sid an engagement ring that he's going to give to Reese.
Did you notice who else was at this party?
A bunch
I know
of
Beanie Siegel was there.
China is there. China the wrestler.
Is that China?
Yes.
Is that China?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Really?
Wow.
At what part are we?
Yeah.
What's the
like-
minute mark?
Like
The
10,
The
28
really,
or
the really
whatever.
tall white girl in the beginning that you can't miss because she's tall as fuck.
Wow, that's China, huh?
Yeah, it is her.
That's a very feminine looking China.
Yep.
That clearly is before
All the drugs.
all the roids. But yeah,
Before she stars as
I mean,
She-Hulk.
in a porn.
Oh,
Fucking porn.
that's her.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what
I was
she
just
got.
like, that was random as fuck.
Yeah, she got an implant at that point.
Yeah, she does.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is she here?
I don't know. China's in brown sugar, guys. She just is. Here are words that you would never think to hear. China is in fucking brown sugar of all movies, but she is.
Jesus Christ. All
Yeah.
right. Well. Oh yeah. So Dre goes off to propose to Sid, and he doesn't get on one knee, which I don't know. The traditionalist in me is like, come on, nigga,
Get it together.
Get down on one knee.
Get your shit straight.
Right.
And why would you do it at a party in the corner?
I didn't understand. He's like, I'm gonna ask tonight. Oh, you meant like literally right now.
Right.
He was just like, excuse me, I've gotta go.
Like, why wouldn't you make a spectacle of it if it's going to be at this party? Like, you can do it anywhere. Like,
Right. Just do it in the comfort of your own home. People who do it in public are assholes.
are wonderful, wonderful human beings.
You gotta be an ego maniac.
To step up on stage.
There's not. Look, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. My job was to make her friends jealous forever.
Yeah, you did.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, you did.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't argue with that shit.
No.
Back at Sid's apartment, she and Francine, played by Queen Latifah.
She can get it. I don't care what anybody says. Forever.
But she
And
looks good in this movie.
Does she want it from you?
ever. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't make her unattractive.
No, he just messes. She's a lesbian.
I know what he's saying. Doesn't make her unattractive. Yeah, fuck.
Francine, Sid's cousin, talks about they talk about men and relationships
And dildos.
and dildos from Brookstone.
It's a massager.
Specifically, they talk about Sid's relationship with Dre, as Dre and Sid are best of friends. Now,
For the record, anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough.
I saw that on Facebook. It's fucking hilarious.
Funny. What the hell is China in this fucking movie?
I don't know why she's in it.
yeah, that is China.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you. I know that roided up freak when I see it.
Oh shit, he's telling the truth.
At 10:42, that's China.
I told you,
her
That is
big fucking
fucking
face.
wild.
All right.
And this is right before she sucked dick on camera for cash. Anyway, go ahead.
As She-Hulk, of all things.
It makes sense, actually.
As She-Hulk? What?
Yeah, they did a Marvel porn.
What?
Yeah.
I know she did that fucking home porno shit.
Oh,
but-
no, she's a full-on porn star now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, if you're going to cast a woman as She-Hulk, China makes sense.
Will be China.
Yeah.
Hold
Well,
on. All right, I got to see this.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
Continue.
Right.
So the two cousins are talking, and basically Queen Latifah is like, "Look, you and Dre are best of friends. What's like that? That's the best of both worlds.
You get the friendship and the booty.
And the booty." So, but Sid is like, "Well, I'm doing me right now."
Yeah, me. Doing me
Literally.
with a massager.
With a massager.
This is upsetting.
Pussy massager.
This is upsetting right now.
Stop looking at China as She-Hulk.
Jesus Christ.
So Reese has a bridal shower, and Sid goes to that bridal shower.
Now, Sid asks her cousin to pick up something for her.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, just get something. So Sid doesn't know what the gift is.
Right.
This shit is fucking hilarious.
I'll get to that.
Shit's mean.
And at the shower, the ladies play a game of like how well does Reese know Dre? But
These are the everyone at this party is a pretentious asshole, and I fucking can't stand them.
they
Just saying.
they play this game where they ask questions about Dre and to see if Reese can answer those questions. And Sid answers all those questions before Reese even has a chance, because she's like,
Mistake.
she knows him,
Yeah, they're best friends. I like how the women are like, I'm like, they're best
Like
friends.
they've known each other for fucking 15 years.
Yeah,
Like,
they know
calm
it.
down.
Like, just like, girl, you gonna let her know your man like that? Like, what are you supposed to be in a fist fight over it? Like, I don't get it.
Next, the ladies open gifts, and when they get to Sid's gift, it is a pair of crotchless panties.
No, it is a pair of leather panties that has a zipper down the front.
Yes.
They go from
Quick and easy entry.
yeah, exactly.
So,
You know what? No. I don't want anything that's skin tight with a zipper,
Yeah, near any part of my genitals,
especially genitals that have extra skin. It just sounds
Yeah.
really dangerous.
Also, those underwear look tacky as fuck. Anyway,
There's that.
next scene, Dre and Sid go for a walk in the park, and this is where Dre breaks down the term brown sugar.
okay. I have to tell you, I thoroughly enjoy this scene. So it's a little long.
Yeah, for sure. She's brown sugar.
Oh yeah, the brown sugar.
Yeah.
Break it down for me.
You know, we all looking for wifey material. A woman that's fine, smart, classy, but not a snob. You know, hella sexy, but not a hoe. That's brown sugar.
He said
That's
hella.
my Reese. I mean, don't get confused by her business suit. She is a freak in the bedroom when
A little
I'm
bit
tapping
too
at
much
her. Hey,
information.
you know, I'm just letting you know. Then on the Converse side of things, you got the girls at the video shoots with their breasts all propped up, and their booties hanging out, their dresses. I like to refer to them as the Cindy Lauper honeys. They just like to have fun. Don't get it twisted. I'll tap that as well.
I forgot being best friends with men means I get to find out the stupid and simple ways they look at women.
Well, that's how men are, stupid and simple. See, that's the problem with y'all women. Y'all too complicated. You keep trying to change every man into the Marion type. You just can't do
Well,
that.
I guess Reese did a good number on you.
Ooh, touche.
And tell me then, Drayski, what type am I?
What? Well, you could probably be in a video. Do this. Do this.
I fucking love that scene.
All right, let me tell you something. I can't be platonic friends with a woman that's that fine and that down to earth.
No way.
I can't
way.
fucking do it.
Impossible, dude.
This is Sanaa Lathan. This is when I fell in love with Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah, dude. The same for me. I was like,
She is super fine.
Yeah, she really
And
is.
she seems like a cool ass chick.
Yeah.
Man, please. You better get the fuck out of here, Nicole Ari Parker.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I think Nicole Ari Parker is a very good looking woman. No.
You don't hold a candle to Sanaa Lathan in this movie.
No.
You don't.
Because she feels real.
Yeah, she is, and these two feel real. It's this is like
Their chemistry is fantastic.
This is the perfect romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's why I love it so much, because they it feels real. They're acting the way people would in this situation, and I love it. It was great to watch. I sat down, I watched this with my fiance. She loved it too.
Right,
Yeah,
and neither one of you had seen it.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, no, it's just good. Like their interactions are funny. The way that they have them talk when they're just friends feels like what two people who are friends would talk about. Like that scene of him like, yeah, you could be one of these video girls who's doing the fucking dance. Because that's something you would do to like joke around and embarrass your friend because they're your friend, And that's what I think works. Their chemistry is so goddamn good in this movie. Absolutely fantastic.
That's the only frustrating thing about these movies, because you know that they're going to get together in the end. It's like, God damn it, like, why don't you just get together now so I'll be happy and you'll be happy and I don't have to fucking sit here. Like, I know, like, this is going to happen, guys.
It should happen. It needs
to.
You
guys are perfect for each other. Jesus Christ.
You both like hot dogs.
So the two continue to hang out. They go to a store and someone mistakes them for a couple because even the lady at the store sees it. Dre convinces Sid to come hang out later tonight to check out an artist who he wants to sign. The artist's name is Cavi, and that artist is played by Mos Def.
Look, I think Mos Def is absolutely perfect in this role. He's so he's himself 99% of the time. And then when he talks to Queen Latifah, he puts on that that dorky fucking way about himself, which was great. But he's playing himself. He's perfect. He's perfect.
Yeah.
And he's just the right amount of real street version of black people.
Authenticity.
Right.
I think is what you're looking for.
Real street.
Yeah. Niggerish behavior.
You see a new Madden?
He's real gully.
He's gully.
They made that Madden look more lava.
More alive.
More Rilla.
No, for actual words, I heard it looked more liver.
I believe you.
I've heard more Rilla, more lava.
Lava. XIV.
How do you spell liver without saying liver?
Yeah, exactly. You don't, because you're uneducated. That's how it works. Yeah, so they go to see Cavi perform, and of course he fucking crushes it because it's fucking Mos Def.
At the venue, they meet Cavi, and Dre tries to give him a business card, but Cavi's not really digging the idea of signing with Millennium, which is Dre's label, saying that he's seen the type of artists that Millennium has signed, and he rejects the offer. Suddenly, two fucking douchebags named Ren and Ten come in, and they tell Dre that they are signed to Millennium. Now look, these two motherfuckers, and look, they are the extreme, right? They're the extreme.
Are they?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're the extreme in this movie
in 2002.
But it's funny how life imitates art. So these two guys they're a black and white rapper, and their whole
That's the
shtick.
hook.
Yeah, that's their whole shtick.
So
Now-
Lupe Fiasco and Macklemore.
It's the unity, UNITY, because we got to get a Queen Latifah reference in since she's in the movie. And they come in
I bought that album.
in chinchilla coats
These niggas.
with one's black and one's white, and then they have polka dots on them, and
Oh shit.
they look like Double Trouble from that Carmen Sandiego show.
Oh God. They're just here's the thing, like their whole hook is that they're black and white, and like at the time that was something that wasn't a thing, but these days, I mean, like you got shit like Run the Jewels coming up right now, and they're really damn good. Has anybody else listened to Run the Jewels?
Yeah,
at
I
all?
have.
Like they're really damn good, and they're black and white. Styles of Beyond is one of my favorites, and they're a black and white group.
But are they hip hop Dalmatians or no?
No,
Okay.
they don't talk about
Throw
that
my
shit.
phone at you.
It's like they don't. The groups that don't talk about the race, or they're just doing their shit and being good at it. Like this shit is.
But
it is, yeah.
Micah's not wrong though, because in 2002, this seemed ridiculous. Now, if The Hoe Is Mine came on the radio, I'd be like, well, that's
par for the fucking course.
Oh yeah.
What is that stupid song? I swear to fucking Christ, make that pussy whistle like the Andy Griffith theme song.
That's the Drake lyric.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means exactly what you think it means.
I don't know what the fuck it means. How is a pussy whistle, let alone like the Andy Griffith theme song?
If you don't know, I can't tell you.
Do you pull the lips and blow across it?
I believe the technical term is queef.
Yes.
Is she queefing that Andy Griffith theme song?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm not Drake. I don't roll like that. I don't roll with a bunch of whores.
Oh my fucking God. I hate that shit.
I like to hang around with women who are a little classier than one.
Than pussy whistle?
Than Nicki Minaj. Good for you.
Hey.
Hey.
You don't badmouth Nicki Minaj.
She's a garbage rapper. And
Yes.
she's part of the problem. Look, Wendell Pierce is in this movie too.
You can't argue that she's part of the problem. She's nice to look at.
Would still
But
The next day,
get all of it. That's all I'm saying.
the next day, Dre confronts Simon, played by Wendell Pierce,
Who's getting his hair cut by a low rent pootie tang.
He confronts him on signing Ren and Ten. Simon basically says, "Look, I need rotation on MTV. I need the white kids who love hip hop or what they think is hip hop to buy this shit, and this is what they buy. So this is why I signed them. We're not here to make music. We're here to make. We're not here to make music. We're here to make money."
Exactly.
Dre goes to.
I have a question. Is Wendell Pierce playing the same character from Waiting to Exhale?
no, he's got a little more self-respect here.
I'd like to think he's playing the same guy.
Yeah, I like to think he's moved up in the world a little bit. Like
he's now a minute man, not a 30-second man.
He made a lateral move.
Jesus Christ.
And that move caused him to ejaculate quickly.
Oh my God. Bunk!
Dre goes to meet Sid at her place to talk about how he feels a bit like a sellout. She consoles him, telling him that it's going to be okay, and
and this is right before his bachelor party.
Yeah, this is like a day before his bachelor party, and then he's getting married the following day.
Yeah.
Wait, Dre, wait.
Notice the song.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this tomorrow?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I love her, and I want to marry
Reese.
I want to marry Reese. I love her.
Okay. Oh, gotta get to that bachelor party. See those strippers.
Right. Right. Okay. Peace.
All right.
So right before this scene, they made out.
Yeah.
Right. And again, this is it's a very natural scene. Like they just seem like if Sanaa Lathan and Taye Diggs came out and were like, yeah, we're getting married in real life, I'd be like, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, Tom, shit.
I watched an 1.5 hour movie waiting for you guys to get together.
Like I can't. Sorry, man. Like no. If I grew up with Sanaa Lathan and we know everything about each other, and then she ends up looking like Sanaa Lathan, like, get the fuck out of here, man.
that'd be a very difficult thing to.
Yeah. It'd be very difficult for me to adjust my pants because no, like she hits on all cylinders for you. Get
She
out
does.
of here, man.
Well, she has the girl next door look, and and way about her, right? Like, you know everything about her. She's incredibly attractive. Like, yeah. It's like, I don't know how she didn't become a much bigger actress in Hollywood.
Yeah, man.
Besides the fact that she's
a
black
woman, man.
and they get completely ignored.
Black women get ignored in Hollywood. Like, God damn it.
But I kind of am glad that she didn't, because then she would have only done movies with white dudes.
Yep.
Because when white Hollywood decides that, hey, you're popular, they come for you and they take your ass.
Hey, you want
Halle Berry?
You want an Oscar? Fuck this white guy.
Fuck Billy Bob Thornton.
God damn it.
Gross. It's kind of disgusting.
So at the wedding,
make me feel good.
At the wedding, Sid and Francine are at the wedding, and they're in attendance.
This shit's funny.
And,
They're so loud.
and Sid and Dre exchange awkward looks. So Francine presumes that the two had sex. Then they have a very awkward conversation during the actual ceremony, where Queen Latifah is basically talking like a stereotypical black person in the middle of a fucking movie.
Right.
Like, she's like, you gonna let him take your man? Like,
that whisper scream.
Not whispering. Yeah.
That whisper screaming.
You gonna let him? That's your man up there, girl.
And the movie made sure you knew that it wasn't like one of those whispers that no one else hears in the movie.
I know everyone else is like,
what the fuck is going on? This is okay. Well,
Like when T.D. Jakes up there says, is there any reason why these two should not be wed? And he was like, you better go up there and say something, girl. I can think of a couple reasons. He's like, is everything okay down there? He's like, okay. So they end up getting married.
I like but that part, the part where they ask him, he's doing his vows, and he says, "I do," and Queen Latifah looks over and goes, "He don't mean that shit." Oh, I fucking burst out laughing.
Oh shit. So after the wedding, I mean, that's the first thing I thought of, man. First thing I thought of.
That nigga's a charlatan.
Aren't they all?
yes.
They are.
Cut to montages of Sid trying to move on and Dre living his life as a married man. While at work for XXL magazine, Sid gets a message that NBA star Kelby Dawson wants to meet her on business for an interview.
Oh yeah.
Francine convinces Sid to get all dolled up for said interview because, you know,
with your titties all out.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
So Sid meets Kelby at the restaurant for an interview, and all of a sudden, Dre and Reese enter the restaurant.
Talk to you later.
What's up?
Hey, Dre.
How you doing?
Hi.
I didn't even recognize you. You look so amazing. You look nice.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been a
you.
while. How you been?
Good. You know, I just, settling into the new gig.
That's great.
How was the honeymoon?
Oh, it was nice, right?
Thanks for
It was
asking.
good. It was
Incredible.
good stuff.
This is Kelby.
What's up? Dre Ellis, big fan. Except when you're playing the Knicks. It's a whole different thing.
Over at IMG.
Handle this. It was good to see you. We got a bus.
Aren't you gonna introduce your friends?
Dalmatian. Yo, check your hoes and thugs, rubbers and ice. What? Number 69, garlic chicken with rice.
What? On the best stand. Mugu Gai Pan. On the best Chinese restaurant in the land.
Look, y'all niggas didn't get the fuck out my goddamn face with this bullshit.
Shout to Ren and Ten, a new act. We just signed a Millennium.
Oh,
Notice the music.
congratulations.
Ren and Ten, the hip-hop Dalmatian.
Word, yo, we represent that whole unity thing, you know what I'm saying? Black and white, white and black. Yo, one love, brother. Stay black, all right, black.
Yeah, we were celebrating the fact that they came on to the label, they're clients of Reese's, so...
They're the real deal, Sid.
Good to see y'all.
All right, please, baby.
Good to see you. All right.
They know it.
They're the shiznit and they know it.
The shit they were saying really did sound like some horse shit that you would hear on the radio these days.
Yeah, dude, like
What's that part?
Mugu Gai Pan, the best Chinese restaurant in the land. That shit was awesome.
All they needed was a truncated metaphor, and you could play that shit on the radio. God
And make
damn.
$1 million.
You mean a simile?
They just cut.
Simile.
They just keep cutting off lines.
Do you have Ren and Ten in the studio?
I do not.
Okay, Ren and Ten are in the studio and they sound like horseshit. They're doing a takeoff of
The Girl Is
Mine, but it's The Hoe Is Mine.
I'm first in
The
line.
hoe is mine. I'm first in line. Oh my god!
It could be music today, dude. Jesus Christ!
I'm really distracted by Low Rent Pootie Tang since you said that shit because he keeps showing up.
So
he's everywhere.
Dre is in the studio and he's trying to help mix this terrible song, and he just can't take this shit anymore. And he up and quits his job. Like, that's how much these two niggas suck ass. I don't want to be in the fucking music business anymore. You are so terrible. So he catches a cab, and the artist that he was trying to sign before, Cavi, just happens to be driving it. He tells Cavi that he quit Millennium. Dre meets Sid at her apartment to see that Kelby has delivered a bunch of fucking roses there. No, nigga, get all that shit out of my goddamn house. Do you think women like?
Yes.
Like women like
some women do
gestures like that, but like that's overkill, man.
Have you seen?
He's rich. Like he's super rich.
Does anybody here watch TV right now? Like watch live television right now?
No.
Because this time of year, there's this company that puts out this giant fucking teddy bear that tries to sell it. Like this teddy bear is the size of me. It's ridiculous. And they try to say, well, those flowers go bad. It shows this woman getting pissed off because she got flowers. And chocolates just make them think about how fat they are. And it has this woman with like looking at the camera like you're an asshole as she dumps the chocolates all over the ground.
Yeah, no, women are doing that.
Buy this great big giant teddy bear. This Vermont teddy bear. It's so great and huge and giant. And it's perfect for Valentine's Day. It shows how much you love her.
Where am I supposed to put that on February 21st when I don't give a shit anymore? I just lop its head off and throw it in the trash.
That's when you go to the Goodwill and find a big line of Vermont teddy bears.
It's just everywhere.
I bought my fiance a Vermont teddy bear when I was trying to win her back.
A big giant one?
No, not a big giant one. I'm not an asshole.
All right.
They have a 50 Shades of Grey bear.
They do.
I'm done talking.
They do.
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Nope.
He has like handcuffs and like a blindfold or something.
Nope.
Yeah.
Take her down a Build-A-Bear and call it a day.
A BDSM fucking Build-A-Bear.
The Teddy Love.
Bear.
The Teddy Love bear.
Oh, Jesus.
He'll go down on you too.
Those Vermont teddy bears, like literally, you could get inside of one of those goddamn things if you opened it. It's ridiculous.
You know what? Now that would be something to do. like, oh look, there's a delivery. Your girlfriend goes to like pick it up, and you're in it, and you start getting up and moving. You freak her the fuck out.
Shit herself.
That would be worth it. That'd be funny.
So Sid and Dre go to the park to hang out. You don't have this either, do you?
No, but this is I have the very next scene, which is this is where Dre tells Sid that he quit, and she is like very supportive, and she understands because one, she's his best friend, but two, she actually gets hip hop, and he doesn't have to explain how he's basically selling out. Where with his wife, who is not from that world at all, he has to explain.
Yeah, and Sid offers to help fund the actual label. So Sid goes out on a date with Kelby, and Dre goes home to tell Reese that he quit his job at Millennium.
Okay, here we have that clip.
I love you. And I quit my job today.
Why?
Baby, I needed to. I had to. I'm gonna start my own label. I'm gonna do all the things that I've ever wanted to do.
I thought you were doing all of that at Millennium.
Nah, not at Millennium, I wasn't. I mean, you know how much I love music, how much I love hip hop, how it makes me feel, and I lost that love
first
at
of all,
Millennium.
how could you make a change like this without consulting me?
'Cause this is something I had to do for me. Plus, I know you would have just tried to talk me out of it. And
It's not fair for you to assume that. You don't know that.
Reese, you mean to tell me, had I told you You wouldn't have tried to talk me out of it.
Yes, I would have tried to talk you out of it, Dre, but I'm supposed
saying.
to do that. You get so excited and you don't think straight, and then you do something like this. You can't make a major life decision just because you feel like it in the
I don't need you to be my lawyer.
It was very awkward.
It was 80 yards.
Reese, I need you to be my wife.
And a husband is supposed to consult his wife when he changes the plan.
And a wife supports her husband. Baby, I need your support.
Okay, fine.
Oh, thanks.
I support you. I'll call some money people. We'll get this squared away.
That's all taken care of. Sid said she'd help out with some of the investing. And
Sidney? Sidney knew about this before me?
Yeah, you didn't
baby,
fuck
please.
up.
You know, she's my friend.
Okay. Damn.
Reese.
Well, I see you have it all under control. I'm really happy for you.
Whoa. Slow your roll. Reese.
No, you slow your roll.
Can I point out something before we talk about the scene? She was also Forrest Whitaker's wife in Repentance.
Yes, that's the.
Yeah, no, nigga.
Like, that woman.
Right.
Come on, dog.
Nope.
You living in a goddamn shanty. Like, you crazy person, and her fine ass is your ex-wife. Look, she's not, the funny thing about this scene, and I think it's a really well done scene, is they're both right. Like, you don't
just say,
quit your job like that, dude.
What does she do?
She's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer for the record executive or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
Because
For the record label.
she represents Ren and Ten as well.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The hip hop Dalmatians guys.
They're the shiznit guys.
And they know it.
And they know it.
Sadly.
Sadly, they do. But so, yeah, I mean, you don't just up and quit your job, but at the same time, you should support your spouse.
She was real. It's okay for her to be pissed off, but she was real dismissive.
Yeah, like of his. I mean,
it was like you're right. They're both right. They're both right and they're both wrong.
Exactly.
So
she's not despicable in my eyes until later in the movie.
Yeah. Well, we all know. Yeah. When that part. Yeah. Well, okay. We'll get to it. When that part, I was like, really?
Don't betray me.
If you learn nothing from this,
that's right.
Know this.
You don't want to get cut.
Sid
or dead.
Sid continues
apparently.
Sid continues her date with Kelby, and when they get home, she gets a phone call from Dre, and Dre basically is trying to cock block. So Sid describes this date where she's like, "Oh, and he cooked for me, and they took over the kitchen, and we had dinner at the in the kitchen, and he cooked for me." And he's like, "I cooked for you." It's like, nigga, like you can't open a can of beefy mac and call that shit fucking cooking.
He was like, what was it, bologna and eggs?
Yeah, bologna and eggs.
Like, did you see him cook it?
Right. She was like, did you see him cooking? He was like, well, no. He run a game on you, girl. Which, you know what? He is.
He is running a game on you.
He is. Get the fuck out of here. You come there and all of a sudden that shit is done.
Nah, not buying it.
Not buying it at all.
Yeah. Like, eventually she'll realize that you can't cook.
Right. But so he's on the phone with her, and Reese is in the background, and she sees him as he's talking to Reese. So Dre is
the weird thing about the scene. He's playing with that pen. I swear to God, if you blurred out the pen, he could be cutting cocaine. It's really weird looking.
Maybe that's how they cut cocaine.
I don't know.
In the early 2000s.
With pens.
With a bic.
It is really funny because what ends up happening is he's saying her name right as his wife walks out from the bedroom.
Yeah.
And clearly, like, maybe they were going to make up then. And then he's like, Sid. And she's just like, not today.
Well, the problem is he's sneaking around doing it. Just call her up and talk to her like a person.
Well, he's trying not to make a. I think he's trying to. I don't think he's trying to.
I don't think
sneak around. I think he's just trying to talk quietly, just because it's late. But
yeah, I didn't get any malicious intent.
No, I didn't either.
With that,
He's also drinking Macallan 25.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
it's a 25. It's a 25-year-old Scotch. I'll get to that later. There's a scene that I find quite important.
The only McKellen I know is Ian.
You're a fucking dork. He's a wizard.
Dre goes on the hunt for Cavi. So he knows that Cavi is a cab driver, so he goes around to a bunch of
Cavi, the
riders.
cab driver.
He goes around
I
to a
thought
bunch
his name
of
was Cabby.
Yeah, you know what? That would make sense.
Yeah,
It's Cavi according to.
It's with a V.
So he finds Cavi the cabbie at a garage and tries to convince Cavi to sign with him in his new venture, which will be Brown Sugar Records. Next scene is a very, very good scene. And god damn it, I wish you cut this scene out.
You fucking asshole.
You're a dick.
Well, when I ask for 5 scenes specifically and you give me more than that, then fuck you.
Sid is at the gym and she sees Reese chatting up a guy there. Reese and Sid confront each other at the gym, and it's a very, very intense scene for this movie.
Yeah,
it is. Also, they both look really good.
Yeah, they do.
They do, man. They just do.
I mean, goddamn.
Like women working out. That's attractive.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's attractive when they're attractive.
Yeah, that helps. It helps that they're actually both good looking.
Yeah, I go to a kickboxing class, and there's maybe one Sanaa Lathan there.
What are the rest? Not.
Leroy Lathan. Both men and women.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All named Leroy.
But by the way, can we point out the fact that Nicole Ari Parker, like when she's boxing, like she's like throwing some real punches. Sanaa Lathan is like the worst. She's like tapping on the thing. It's really funny.
I noticed that difference. I'm like, you're really throwing no punches.
She's like,
I guess she's more angry.
Yeah, it's supposed to, like she's losing her husband. She thinks in her head
she'd be more pissed off than she were, I guess.
Yeah, but goddamn, like she's giving she's giving spinning back fists.
Yeah, she
jealous.
When she did one of those, I was like, really? Goddamn.
She like hits and she's like, stop doing that.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
I do love how the whole class is just like,
Yeah, everybody stops like, oh shit.
Are they gonna fight?
Yeah. Look, that's like a dude fantasy. Like, oh shit, like they gonna fight, and then their bras will come off. It's crazy.
Their fucking sports bras will pop off.
Yeah, because that happens.
Guys are fucking idiots. Because we think like that. We're like, do it, do it.
For the record, she's not wearing a sports bra.
That is true.
Nicole Ari Parker is not wearing a sports bra.
It's a nice bra. I appreciate it.
It is a very nice bra, but that shit, like, no, that ain't a sports bra.
Things are pumped up.
Yeah.
So after this very, very good scene, we cut to various montages.
By the way,
Sid and Dre living their lives.
If you had, you're engaged now, or you're engaged, right? If you were married, let's say you're married, and your wife had a best friend who was a guy, and they were as close, would you be as cool with it?
Yep.
Or would you be like Nicole Ari Parker and be like, nah, son?
Look, if we're being real,
no,
I'm a little jealous. I have a jealous streak in me. Look,
really? Don't betray me, I'll kill you. Really? She's like, yes.
It's like, oh, I don't know why that sword rack is installed above the bed. Don't worry about it.
Shh. Don't betray me. I imagine you whisper that to your sleeping fiance just to get it into her subconscious. Don't betray me. Don't you fucking ever do it.
It's like you're there.
That's weird.
Would I have a problem with it? I wouldn't have a problem with it because she has male friends, and I don't have a problem with her male friends, but
this is different.
This is different.
This is her best friend.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
I'd feel a little funny about it. Like, look, you call me insecure all you want. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, would I say some outlandish shit like you can't see him anymore? No.
Yes.
No.
I feel like you would. I think you would for some reason.
Me?
I feel like you would.
Next time you see, if you see him again,
no, best friend. Would you actually? I wouldn't say that.
No, I don't think I would say that. I think I would drop enough hints.
Yeah.
Well, no, because my wife, when we first met, her really close friend is a guy, and he's like a good-looking dude. And I'm like,
I don't trust that nigga.
Yeah, like I don't. It's not that I don't trust her. I don't trust him because he's a guy, and guys are pieces of shit. We just talked about how we were like, oh, maybe their bros will come off during this fight. Guys are assholes. Okay, guys are assholes. No, I didn't trust him.
Yeah,
I never said like never see him again. What am I in a comic book? Who talks like that?
That's ridiculous.
I banned this relationship.
But
see,
he doesn't come around anymore. How about that? He's dead.
I live in the hood. That's why.
I think I don't live nowhere nice.
Oh, well, all right.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about that.
I'm not gonna give the.
Can I answer and be the only sane motherfucker here and say that whatever. She's got super close friends. I got super close female friends. At my wedding, there's going to be a best man, and right behind him is going to be a woman in a pantsuit because she's my female best friend.
Why is she in a pantsuit?
Because she really wants to wear a pantsuit. She's going to be on the male side.
You can wear a dress.
She wants a pantsuit.
She should have to wear a tuxedo dress.
Maybe
that's what she should do.
And she's ridiculously hot. So, is there any problem with it? No.
I'm not saying there's a problem with it. I'm saying there's a problem with me.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. He's not judging all relationships, just his hypothetical.
I don't have a jealousy streak like that.
I do. I will end you. Like no.
Yeah, I don't. Problems.
No, fuck that.
I don't have a jealousy streak. Like I said, I have a relationship like this now.
Yeah, you do.
How does her boyfriend feel?
I don't know. I don't think she has.
I don't know if she has a boyfriend.
Not right now. And she's incredibly
That's
attractive.
me at her wedding.
She's a good-looking girl.
So
white woman.
Like if she did get married, like if she were to get married, he might.
You're gonna be sitting there next to Mike.
Problem with it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He probably would have a problem with it.
Yeah, you guys are really close.
Yeah, like we've known each other. Like
Like they were the first two people I met when I went to GameStop.
Do you antagonize them?
Two of them.
Do you antagonize them on purpose?
No, she doesn't have a boyfriend.
No, he's just saying hypothetical.
I'm just saying if the
wait, she doesn't have a boyfriend.
No.
The fuck?
Go get her Bogart. or Bogey or whatever.
Fucking.
What was the line?
You know what? I'm not gonna say shit because I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm not gonna.
Be 11 years.
Get it together, Terrence.
Fucking get your shit together. The fuck? What the fuck? You're not allowed back on a podcast until you do something.
Yeah, exactly. And Terrence like, I'll see you in 8 weeks. I'm out.
Anyway, yeah, it'd be weird.
Yeah, look, it's just that's me. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna front and say
you better be
wouldn't.
sorry.
I might have a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, of course I fucking have an issue. Better get your good-looking ass away from my wife.
Right.
Fuck off.
Oh, hey, here's my best friend, The Rock.
Get out of my face. Not only is that guy better looking than me, he got rock bottom me through one of the floors of my house.
If he's actually The Rock, I'd be like, invite him over every day. Let's hang the fuck out. Awesome, he's The Rock.
Best friend is The Rock? What do you say? Well, what did you and Andy say? You gotta eat that one.
You gotta eat it. What are you gonna do? Huh? I ain't goddamn.
What am I gonna stop him?
Right.
Look, we're going in the bedroom. Well, you guys have a good time. Strap up, buddy.
Oh, shit.
So cut to, or don't strap up, get her pregnant, and then I'll have a kid who is the pebble. Like,
It's The Rock's DNA.
Bigger than you, lighter than you.
Right.
That's my kid.
That's my son. I'm like,
He's like fucking
absolutely nothing like you.
Shut up.
It's fucking Bam Bam. He's a super strong baby from the Flintstones.
Hey, son, come over here. I need to change his tire. He's 4.
So we cut to a New Year's Eve dinner party, and Dre thanks everyone there, specifically singling out Sid.
Dude, look. If me and my wife were at a party and some dude said the shit that Dre said about her, no, we done. I don't trust you.
Right, this is what I'm saying.
What the fuck? You're a tight. What was it? A tight line over a hot beat or the perfect beat or something. That's a fucking great line. I'd be like, You only gave your wife like a brief ass shout out, like, yeah, thanks for that. Anyway,
Like, you cool, but this chick here.
Yeah, he needs.
she's everything.
He's got
rock.
No.
He's got no chill.
Right.
With some
He don't
fucking.
give a fuck. I'd be a little bit more discreet. What's the word? Discreet? Indiscreet? Discreet?
Discreet.
Yeah. then
He's
He
indiscreet.
just doesn't give a goddamn. I'm like, nigga. Like, what are you doing? Like, everyone at the party is like,
Hey, wait, what?
Why is she turning white in this scene? God damn.
She's wearing too much makeup. Nicole Harry Parker is.
God damn.
like who's the wife in this scene right now? Because
Yeah, that line, I was
like that.
That's a great line, though. I have to say, it's a great line. Especially given the context of the
This is
movie.
the scene with the weird cuts.
Yeah, because it's
The audio is in perfect sync the whole time, so it looks like a weird director
I don't
choice.
get that. Yeah, I don't. It's a style choice that I don't necessarily get.
yeah, I don't care for it, but
But there's a lot of weird freeze frame transitions that I really dislike in this movie.
was this his first movie?
No,
No, the wood came
The Wood
before
first.
this.
He's doing another movie in 2015 called Dope. And
Yep,
it's
I'll
basically
see it.
Coming of age.
Oh, is that the
Oh,
same
done.
guy? I saw the blurb about it. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
Done. A minute.
Well,
Yeah, I'll see it.
we'll watch it.
We'll see it.
During the dinner party, Dre and Sid have numerous conversations regarding each other's relationships, and it's obvious that Dre is a little jealous, but he's doing like the man thing, where he's trying to project that shit.
Right, because she just got asked to marry.
Because I'm sorry, I
Kelby.
skipped over that. Kelby proposes right after he says, "You're a tight pussy on a over a hard dick," some shit like that.
More or less.
More or less.
Oh, God.
That's what he's thinking, right? But they talk out their issues and they hug each other.
I think this scene is hilarious because you have that moment where they're talking and they're like kind of yelling at each other, and Sanaa Lathan is like, I can have I should be able to have these things or whatever in this great relationship. I want to eat cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off, and Taye Diggs burst out laughing because he's drunk. It seems so fucking natural because that's exactly what I would do if someone said that shit to me at any level of seriousness. That
I
shit was
laughed
funny.
watching the scene. It was
It's funny. Like,
I
it
was
was-
like, really, lady?
I deserve this. I deserve.
Especially given this character who is not,
Not like that.
Right. She was like, I want to eat all these cheeses that I can't pronounce. What? So
I hate that dress she's wearing, by the way. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not
I don't think it's flattering.
at all.
So next scene, Sid attends Kelby's basketball practice. She tells Kelby that she is stressed about her writing, and she asks him her opinion on some of her work, his opinion on some of her work, and she notices that he hasn't really taken the time to read them. He's like, "Oh, so what did you think of this? Oh, it was good. It was good. It was
I like
good."
that part.
Yeah, I like that part when that part where that thing where you made that point. It was good.
That shit was hot, girl. That shit was hot.
Yeah, that was some that writing was on fleek or whatever. it was totes on fleek.
Shut up.
Adorbs.
I hate you people so much.
It was hella good.
True. All that one monosyllabic bullshit.
I hate kids today.
Bunch of old ass niggas.
Oh.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
At least you would acknowledge it.
We skipped over something, and it's because this is the scene that I wanted to talk about. Back at the party, Kelby is talking to Cavi. This shit is easily one of my favorite moments in the movie.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, congratulations, man. It's a big moment. Good luck to you, man.
Look, I've been meaning to talk to you about my album, man.
Your album?
It's so hard to get respect as an MC when you're ball players.
Right. Rappers should play sports. Yeah. Yes. Same thing.
But I was thinking, you could be my mentor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could help me with my lyrics. you can work it out so my lyrics get tighter.
Tight lyrics, right? Like a rap coach.
Like a rap coach.
Right.
Like exactly.
New
like
Year's
that.
Eve, Kelby D in the venue. Top the ring. Got marriage on my menu.
Right.
Marriage on my menu,
that's
man.
Tight. It's not just basketball with you. Yo, Jay.
Oh, you got a two-way, man?
Yeah, Jay.
What's up, 2002?
Oh my God! Fucking chirp.
Way to date the movie. God damn.
I hate
Yeah,
that shit.
no one does that anymore.
No, they don't chirp. But I see people walking around speakerphone holding it up to their face, and I'm like, just put the phone to your head.
They're too stupid.
Oh,
Got marriage on my menu.
I want everybody to hear my conversations.
That's the
I'm important.
That is the worst rapping I've ever heard, except for the "Hoe is mine."
Got two-way.
So yeah, she notices that Kelby hasn't read any of her work, and he promises, "Oh, I'll read it."
Is that acceptable?
No.
What? Yeah, like I don't look. He said that he read the article of that she did on him.
Yeah, good job, you self-serving asshole.
But is he obligated to read everything that she does?
Not
Yes.
not everything.
A lot of it.
Some.
Some of it.
Some of it, yeah. But look, he shouldn't have lied. He shouldn't have lied.
You know
and
what?
said, yeah.
I got in trouble
You know
about
what?
this.
He doesn't even have to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to read. He just at least know what she's writing about. At least at least listen to what she's talking
The
about.
lie alive, dog. Just keep it alive. Yeah, I got in trouble about something similar to this. But then I was vindicated because I was being reasonable. My wife was like, "You didn't read my dissertation." I'm like, it's 300 pages.
It's a dissertation.
Right. I was like,
Come on.
oh, you wanted me to read this?
And she was like, I read. Yeah, she was like, I read your movie reviews. I'm like, they take 2 minutes. Yours is a book.
300 pages versus 300 words.
Come on. She was like, yeah, you're probably right. I was like, all right.
I don't.
Also, it was technical. It made my fucking eyes glaze over. I'm like,
I don't feel he's obligated, but
You got to read some of it, though.
You got to read some of it, but don't lie and say that you did read it.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah,
I read it.
you're
Like she
dumb.
wasn't going to ask you what part did you like or what didn't you like about it.
Right.
Don't be
No,
a
granted,
dummy.
I mean, I read a lot of stuff my wife writes, but yeah, I don't read all of it. Like, that's crazy.
So at the studio, Dre gets a call from a guy named Richard because it was established earlier in the movie that Dre and Reese's phones are the same. And in this instance, he mistakenly took Reese's phone. So he's like, who the fuck is Richard? And apparently the text was, or the call was to meet at some sort of restaurant or something like that. So we get Dre grabs Sid and they confront Reese and Richard at the restaurant.
That guy goes to our gym. Dre, think about this, okay? Let's just go. Dre, you don't want to do this.
What's up, surprise? Reese with us? What's up, surprise? How you doing? Hey. Guys, what's up? How you doing? It's funny running into you here, singing love songs to each other.
Dre.
Shit, that was pretty. Don't stop on my count.
Dre, what are you-
Yeah. We didn't see. We was just in the neighborhood. We thought, you mind if we join?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Have a seat. Sit down, girl. Why you all stiff? Reese Williams. See, you got on my favorite dress with this area like, hey, wow, all out. Greased up from a man. I'm sorry, I'm Dre Ellis. You are Richard Lawson. Richard Lawson. All right, you sound educated. Good for you, girl.
I think it looked like Ray Rice.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, she's my wife.
I thought it was him.
I did too. I was like, wait, he would have been like 18 then.
Look, hey, I'm sorry. That's cool. That's cool. How could you know? She ain't wearing the $15,000 ring that I bought her as. I should say, still paying off, but
Actually,
you
I'm
understand.
paying for it.
Could you not put my business out on the street?
joining us for dinner?
Listen, my
No,
man.
you know what? We were just about to leave.
I'm trying to order the most expensive bottle of champagne because we finna celebrate.
Dre.
We gonna celebrate what? My divorce. How about that? And some pork chops
Dre,
because I'm
come
kind of hungry.
my divorce.
He is hilarious this whole fucking scene.
He is like, I'm sad that he got his moment in the sun and it's ended, because Taye Diggs was a solid ass actor. Like, he could do serious, he could do comedy. He was good at it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, Richard Lawson, you sound educated.
All right.
That's just funny.
All right. I think I know where this is going, but would any of you make a scene like that?
Fuck yes! Are you kidding? Oh, step aside, Butch. Here I come. He's way nicer than I would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have been.
I'd have flipped that fucking table the fuck over.
Look.
OVAH over.
I'm pretty petty, guys, and yeah, I'd make a big fucking deal out of that shit.
I might have sung the lyrics to that "Hoe Is Mine" in the restaurant.
Now, Micah, would your actions begin with you just staring at him, and pulling out your butterfly knife and flipping it around a couple times?
Well, here's the thing.
No.
Stab it into the table.
No, I mean, sure, you kill him, but I'm sure that butterfly knife will come out.
Not at him.
Have you never seen him with a knife?
No, yeah.
I'm about to say.
Pretty sure.
Not necessarily at him, because like Taye Diggs said in the clip, it was like, look, you didn't know. You know?
Yeah, he didn't know. The guy didn't know.
Well, what if he did? What if he did know?
Oh, if he did know, then fuck him. Like, he's the first to go.
Somebody's got to die first.
And I would bring a woman with me to beat the shit out of the woman, because I can't do it.
Would you hire China?
You know what? Technically, she's a woman. So, hey, that'll work.
Now put some hurt on there.
Sick him.
Look, like a dog. Terrence, if you walked in on this,
my wife cheating on me.
Don't you fucking betray me, man. Don't you fucking betray. That's the only thing that I'll ask of you, man.
I don't know.
It's not the only thing.
I don't know what the fuck I would do.
I would kirk out, dude.
I don't
flip the fuck out.
I think I would lose my mind. In
A lot
restaurant.
of things would be broken.
I might throw something through something.
Yeah, a person through a window.
I don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you would black out.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
You would flip the fuck out. Like, you would.
You would be gone.
Let me tell you something about that.
You would turn green.
And it's over.
And then there will be a mushroom cloud over the city.
Terrence and I used to work at GameStop in a mall.
Yes, we did.
There was one incident. There was a downtown locker room right next to GameStop.
This is the very first story I ever heard about you before I met you. I just want to let you know that.
And a fight broke out, and like a bunch of niggas with dreads came flying up the escalator like they looked like the Sentinels from the Matrix. and a fight broke out, and you know we're looking at shit. And I see Terrence like getting amped up, and his fingers are clenched up, and he's like, I kind of want to go over there and fight. Like, nigga, you ain't got no goddamn dog in this fight. Want to fight just to fight? Like, get the fuck out of here. You'd black the fuck out. Somebody been thrown through a window. I guarantee see that shit.
That is the first story I heard before I ever met you.
Oh, God.
I remember Micah going, yeah, Terrence is really cool. Let me tell you the story about that. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
So he's.
I can't be a good first impression. Like this motherfucker.
It all worked out. It all worked out.
Yeah. It wasn't just me.
It wasn't just you. Fucking crazy ass Jeremy was there.
Yeah,
too.
we were both like, let's get it on.
They were the Ren and Ten of GameStop.
Oh, see, Jeremy just likes instigating. Period. So
Jeremy was ready to fight. Like,
was he?
Jeremy was ready to fucking go. And Jeremy is a big motherfucking dude.
He's a big fucking guy.
Big
hold up,
guy.
You're telling me like I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you.
Well, fuck those guys.
Wow. Okay. No,
Thanks for listening, everybody.
that was working at that fucking mall was a little wild.
Yeah,
There was another incident where I was about to
days.
throw somebody over a fucking balcony.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was about to do that.
If someone you cared about fucking betrayed you. Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Listen to Micah's voice. Betrayed. I will avenge you.
I would have an issue. I can't tell you what I would do because I just don't know.
I would flip out.
And you would never remember.
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably be in the fucking
You'd be in a jail cell. Right.
Like, what did I do? Like, well,
like, what did I do?
No longer.
You walked into a restaurant, and then the rest was just madness.
What did I do? Whose blood is this?
Who is this on my shirt?
Yeah.
There's a tooth in my hair. It's not mine.
I honestly couldn't tell you what I would do. I really couldn't. I don't know what I would do until that situation happened.
Things would be broken.
Yeah,
probably
faces
like bones.
No, I mean for me,
yeah, bones.
I don't know about people, but
yeah, I know about people.
Things would be broken.
I have a bad I'm a real easygoing person, but you light that fuse, that's game fucking over for you. Like it just I can go 0 to 60, dude. Like. And something like that, I will lose my mind.
He always has had this problem ever since fucking high school. I was like, oh shit! Like this dude almost got into a fight with this asshole named Hugh, and over what? Did he cut you off or something like that?
No, he said some negative shit to my mom, and I fucking lost my. I blacked out, dude. I literally blacked the fuck out. Like in that situation, if I would sit back for a little bit and watch, and if I verified this dude is hooking up with my wife, the difference would have been he walked over and hey, let me embarrass you. I would have run over, jumped on the table, and kicked that guy in the face.
Even if he didn't know.
Collateral damage. Look what you did to this nigga right here.
Have you seen that
bitch?
Have you seen that video of Superman kicking the dude in the balls? That's what I'm thinking of. Like slow mo, you kicking a dude's head clean off.
Yeah. Dude, I would it would either be like a slide kick across the table right into his face, or I would literally just or jump onto the table and I would kick them in the face. I would have. And then while his nose was bleeding profusely, then I would have just walked the fuck out. And I'd be like, all of your shit will be on the curb when you get home. That's it. I'm a lunatic.
Yeah. Apparently.
Don't betray me. No.
Yeah, I would probably black out. Someone would. Something would happen. I don't know what would happen.
It wouldn't have been Richard Lawson. I would have beat Richard Lawson to death.
And that's the scariest shit of all. What? You don't know what would happen.
Yeah, that's way worse. I can tell you.
No, I don't know.
I would have slid kicked that dude in the face.
I don't know what I'm going to do in a situation until that situation occurs.
That's some scary shit, people.
Yeah.
I map premeditated. That's fucked up.
That means anything could happen.
Well, fucking fuck with me. As simple as that. Like, if you get on my bad side, you got a problem. And it's very difficult for that to occur.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not an easy thing to happen.
But when it does,
I black out. Yeah. So
it is what it is.
Don't betray me.
There you go. If there's one thing that you can take from this episode is that don't ever in your goddamn life betray us.
Don't betray us.
Look, if you are fans of us now, you better stay until we stop doing this show.
Until we run out of black movies.
If you listen to another movie podcast that has black dudes on it, you have officially betrayed us.
That would be so ridiculous. How dare you listen to another show?
Oh, man.
Showed up at the door, fucking Jay and Silent Bob style. Did you listen to this podcast at this time? Yeah. All right, then. Start whooping.
Ain't nobody tell you to listen to movie trailer reviews, motherfucker. I like those guys. I'm just having fun.
That would be so ridiculous. Like, someone hears it and they tell them, like, do you hear what those guys said? Like, dude, we know them.
Who the fuck told you to listen to Where's My 48? You did on your Belly episode.
Yeah, all right.
You get a pass.
So
today you're lucky.
We can't start like a fake feud with them?
No, we're not hack DJs.
Exactly. Hey, did you hear the new Monica Lewinsky joke?
We don't tell people to
Never mind.
do stuff.
Oh my God.
Dre and Sid go back home to have sex.
Well, no, they don't go back to have sex, but they end up having sex.
They go back
out of context. Dre and Sid go home to have sex. Sounds like two men.
Yeah. You're thinking of Dr. Dre and Psycho Sid.
No, I'm thinking Sid from fucking Final Fantasy, but whatever.
Oh.
Dre and Sidney go home, and they eventually have sex.
Still could be two guys.
And while it could actually. Yeah. And while she enjoyed it, she feels that she can't be in a relationship with Dre.
Enjoy? It was like 7 minutes.
I think she enjoyed all 7 minutes of it. And she is confused, so she goes back to Kelby.
Are there black men that have sex for a decent amount of time in any of these fucking movies?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Did you know the average length of sex is 6 minutes? What the fuck? Who are they talking to?
Seems long. Right? Right? No? No? I don't know, guys. I mean, it's not me. I'm not. No, I mean, like 4 hours, guys.
Oh my god!
At Hot 97, Dre meets with one of the bigwigs there named Trish to try and get a demo tape played.
She treats him like shit.
She treats him like garbage. But look, she probably gets a bunch of people. Hey, come listen to my demo. Say, all right, nigga, whatever.
Yeah.
Put that shit in the CD, in the most complicated CD player.
That fucking part was funny as shit. Like,
I have to say, I sort of laugh at the notion of like the late 90s, early 2000s, like when people used to have CD players that were like, ooh, like different.
Like
No one has that shit now. Everybody's phone is just plugged into a fucking USB port. That's it.
So Dre, for some reason, is at a hotel. I didn't know he had to travel that far to get to Hot 97. And at the hotel,
I thought it was because he just wasn't home because his wife fucked.
Yeah, no, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was at the hotel because of that.
That makes sense. At the hotel, Sid shows up to discuss the demo tape and, by allegory, their relationship.
Yeah, but that's. I mean,
you don't have that clip either.
No, I have when he calls.
Literally the very end.
Dre meets after their conversation, which was very good. Dre meets Reese at a bar at her request. She wants to try again, but he tells her, "Look, this ain't gonna work."
I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It is a classy fucking way to break up.
That was one of the things I liked the most about this movie. That they broke up amicably. They are okay with each other. They understand each other.
Right.
They still have they
love each other.
They still recognize the love that they do have for each other, but it's not going to work. And they're not just going to treat each other like shit and burn everything and cut all the cars and be Micah. They're not going to do any of that shit.
I have to tell you, a lot of this scene reminds me of like sort of where I am in life, like which I liked. Like he comes in and he's like, oh, he'll have like a gin and tonic or whatever, which is what I drink. But
okay, all right,
no. But
all right,
no. That's not
many things I have in common with Taye Diggs.
It is. We're very similar looking. Very similar.
Jesus.
Both very handsome men. Very handsome. No, but it's that was really funny. But he's got the notion of like what he's trying to be, where he's trying to go in his career and stuff like that. I just appreciated it. Like I felt there was like a very similar, like they were just very similar things that I saw in myself from that. Also, he was drinking like 25-year-old aged scotch, and I was like, good man. It was awesome.
There you go.
But they broke up really classy, and I appreciated that, and I thought that was really cool. Not like, bitch, I'm gonna kill you. You know, like they were adults about it. It didn't work.
Much like you, he's the office limbo champ.
Oh,
he is kind of short, isn't he?
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, Sanaa Lathan is looking down on him in most instances.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Oh,
I would trade my height in for 4'11" for Sanaa Lathan. Okay, like just 4'11". It's fine. I don't give a fuck. Like, look at this short guy. Yeah, look at who his wife is. Oh, all right. Well, go on. Who cares?
Dre. Oh no, we talked about that. Sid meets Kelby and apologizes for being late. Kelby is very curt with her and confronts her about her relationship with Dre.
Because he had, in fact, marriage on his menu.
And apparently,
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, she's allergic to what's on the menu. So the engagement is broken off.
She gives him back the ring.
Yeah, she gives him back the ring.
How you guys feel about that?
Good.
You get the ring back or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got my ring back.
You goddamn right you did. You better. There's guys who are like, I guess she'll keep it.
The ring. Fuck you.
This is a contract. You didn't come through on your contract. Give me back my ring.
I couldn't sell that ring for it worth for nothing. But
yeah, I let her. When I broke up with my ex, I let her keep that shit. I didn't give a fuck.
Are you serious?
She threw it at me much later when we were having an argument once. But
they were like, yoink. Put that bitch right in my fucking pocket.
Thanks.
I knew I was gonna get that bitch back sooner or later.
You ain't shit. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna go buy a $3,000 TV with this. Get this 3D TV joint.
Sid searches for Dre, and she sees Reese and Dre in a parting embrace, but misconstrues the situation.
Of course, that's a it's a classic movie trope.
Yeah, that's
thankfully
that's
they
something
didn't.
That's done.
They didn't linger on it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about these types of movies is this inevitable scene, and like you said, they didn't linger on it.
Just walk over my bitch. What you doing? Like, no, I can't ask questions.
Yeah. So Sid, we see Sid continuing to focus on her writing, and meanwhile Dre is capable of getting Cavi's song in rotation on the radio. One day while listening to Hot 97, Dre and Cavi hear Sid on the Angie Martinez show. Dre realizes
she's in New York as shit.
Yeah, she is. Dre realizes that Sid still loves Dre, and he's like, oh shit, I love her too. And he rushes to Hot 97 to profess his love live on the radio.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Let some people holler at you. Let's go to 5. Where you from?
The Boogie Down, South Bronx, and I'm here to set the record straight. So I got a question for Sidney Shaw.
Okay.
Sidney Shaw, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
When I heard Kango Crew and Get Fresh Crew.
Well, I don't think you understood the question, so I'm asking you again. Sid, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Dre, I've been in love with you from the first day I saw you.
All right, I got a follow-up question. Why did it take you so long to say that?
Thank you.
I was scared.
We've been waiting.
Hard-headed.
Waiting to exhale.
Real hard-headed.
God damn it. Yeah, so then he runs in and he's like, I don't want to be your friend no more. Will you go out with me? Yes, no, or maybe. Like they were in school. Pretty good ending.
Yeah.
I assume they get together and have lots of highly attractive children.
I'm glad he didn't just bust out, will you marry me right away?
Yeah, I mean, he is still celebrating, ding, his divorce. Like, I mean, he's not even divorced yet, so take it easy, man. Take it easy. But all in all, man, I keep my score the same. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a really great movie.
Excellent movie.
Yeah. Now, just quickly, comparing this to Waiting to Exhale.
Why?
That's fair. But like as far as like women with their own agency, like do you feel like women are like she's represented as being a real independent person? This is what we're talking about when we say like here are black women shown like with real progress.
Yeah, she is portrayed as a real life human being. She doesn't need a guy. She wants one. There's a particular one that she wants. And of course she makes some mistakes along the way. Who doesn't? You know, we're all human. But she's not a psychopath. And no one here is. Like this is a character-driven relationship drama at its best. Whereas Waiting to Exhale was just
horse shit.
Does this movie pass the Bechdel test?
No, probably not.
I don't think so.
No, because the only other woman in it is Queen Latifah, and they're always talking about Dre.
Yeah.
But again, it's hard to do that when it's a movie about relationship.
Yeah, but there's also the hip hop angle. When he talks about hip hop without talking about her, they could have had her talking to somebody at her damn job.
Yeah, no, she never does.
But I think the Bechdel test is, at any point. Like, eventually, they're going to have to talk about, two women are going to have to talk about a guy in this movie.
Are they?
At some point.
Well, I mean, yeah, but why can't they talk about anything the fuck else?
I don't think they just talk about men. Is that part of the Bechdel test?
It's three parts. Are there two named female characters? Do they speak to each other? And do they talk about something other than men?
For the crux of the movie, or just at any point?
At any point. Do they have a conversation not about men?
I can't remember, so probably not.
Yeah.
She has a conversation about masturbating. Does that count? Technically, it's a massager.
A pussy massager.
Stop saying that.
What it is.
It is what it is. All right, that is it for us. We will be back with another preview episode for episode 55. Jesus Christ. So look forward to that next week, and we'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Adios.
Bye.